Hello and welcome to the Lolly Investor Programme. I've come to the Emirates Stadium in North London, home to the mighty Arsenal Football Club, to try and answer a question that I know a lot of people have when they start saving and investing. What do fund managers actually do? We know what footballers do. We see the likes of Arsenal legend Tony Adams, the club's most successful captain, work on the pitch every week. But the job of fund managers who look after the money in our ISAs and pensions is shrouded in mystery. You're probably still wondering why on earth I've come here to talk about fund managers. Well, I'm a gooner and I thought it would be fun to crowbar my favourite team into a video about money. Of course, I could say that in the crazy world of football finance, Arsenal is an incredibly well-run club. Its financial prowess is almost as well known as the amazing skills of former stars such as Thierry Henry, whose statue is behind me. Of course, there is financial management involved in running any business, including Arsenal, but there is none of the money management going on here that you get in the City of London a few miles away. So what's the connection? Well, obviously both Premier League footballers and the City's top fund managers can earn fantastic sums of money. The stereotype of the fund manager is probably not that different from the negative image we have of overpaid footballers living it up in nightclubs and filling the tabloids with tales of their excesses and generally underperforming on the pitch. But that says more about our general aversion to the City than it says about fund managers. In fact, fund managers are not the bankers who sold us down the river with their excessive risk-taking and stupid lending, nor are they the mad currency traders we've all seen pictures of, shouting down 3 phones at once as they go about their business. Fund managers have got the steadier and yet more interesting job of using our money to find the stocks and shares in companies they think will do best in the long run. In their dreams, they'd love to compare themselves with a top striker who wriggles his way through the stock market defences to find a golden investment opportunity that they knock in the back of the net, generating cheers from millions of investors. The reality is a lot more prosaic than that. It's fitting that I've come to the Emirates on a day when there isn't a match and there's hardly anybody about. On the few occasions when I've been to a fund management group's offices and been on the floor where the fund managers work, I've been struck at how quiet they are. Most of the fund managers I've met are intelligent, slightly bookish chaps. This is still a male-dominated profession. They're the complete opposite of your typical footballer. In fact, a better comparison with the fund manager is the football manager, like Herbert Chapman behind me, the famous Arsenal manager who in the 1930s was credited with revolutionising the club's coaching practices, much like Arsene Wenger today. Like the modern football coach, the fund manager has to process a huge amount of information when deciding which investments to make and how to put them together in a fund. Stock selection becomes a bit like player selection, as anybody can tell you who's ever played fantasy football. Fund managers spend their day meeting company bosses and poring over reams of company accounts and analyst reports. It's not a glamorous job, but it is an important one. So next time you see a stressed out football manager pacing up and down the sides of a football pitch, think of a careworn fund manager in an office somewhere similarly preoccupied with looking after your investments.